this lesson, I'm going to go over the old song, John Hardy. First, I'm going to kind of go over the chord progression. The song's in the key of G. It still uses just the basic 1, 4, and 5 chords, but it actually starts on the 4 chord, the progression does. So we'll kind of talk about that and learn the structure of the song before we learn the melody, right? So after that, we'll go over that basic melody, and then last, I add to that basic melody, kind of fill in the gaps, add a lick or two here and there. And hopefully that'll kind of give you enough tools to where you can kind of build on it yourself and come up with your own variations as well. This song is very popular at most bluegrass jam sessions, so it's a great idea to kind of have the basic melody under your fingers and also have the ability to really add to that melody and play around with it and have just the ability to make different variations on the spot. If you are interested in the lesson, go ahead and click on the link in the video description below to learn how to get access to that. You can also subscribe to my email list, clicking another link in the video description below as well. You'll be notified when new lessons are uploaded and ready to go, and also other things Dobro related. Thank you. All right, let's look at this chord progression here before we start with the melody. It can be a good habit to kind of get into, to kind of look at the actual structure of the song before you're digging into it. That way some of the melody is going to make more sense. Always pay attention to what chord you're playing over. So this song's in the key of G, but it starts on the 4 chord, which is C. I'll just go ahead and play the chord progression now. So just kind of slowly. Right, so you can see kind of a different song. So it starts on that 4 chord, C, G, C, G, C, G. It does that 3 times, right? Then it hangs on that D chord for a total of 6 measures, and then resolves to that G for an extra two measures. So it's actually a 20-bar progression, which is a little bit unusual, but that's what kind of makes this song cool. I'll go ahead and play that one more time, maybe with some rolls. And on and on and on, right? So you get to where you can kind of play through those chords. You'll really get the structure of the song in your head. All right, let's get started on that basic melody here. The first 4 measures played slowly. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go up to that 5th fret of the 3rd string. I'm just playing that note by itself, so I got the tip of the bar just touching that string. I'm not laid across here because I don't want any extra noise. So I got the bar kind of tilted like that, and my fingers behind the bar to mute any extra noise. And I hit that twice with my thumb. That's followed by the 5th fret of the 2nd string. Hit that with my index. Now, this progression, this song's in the key of G, but it actually starts on the 4 chord, which is the C, G, A, B, C. And our C chord on the dobro is on the 5th fret, as most of you probably know. So a lot of the melody is going to be kind of around that area. And then measure 2, I'm going down to that 3rd fret. And I did kind of a quick slide from that 2nd fret up to that 3rd fret, hitting it with my middle finger. Then back, bringing it down to the 2nd fret of that string. Alright, and then measure 3, the progression changes to the G chord there. And the melody note's going to be that 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Which I hit with my index there. Typically when a melody is, you're just kind of doing the bare bones, you can kind of use your thumb for a lot of the notes and kind of your middle finger for those for that top string. Your index can come into play if you would like it to. Alright, and then the note after that's going to be that 1st string open. Going to measure 4, we're going to be at that 3rd fret of the 3rd string. Hit that with my thumb and do kind of a quick slide to that 2nd fret. Then hit that 3rd string open right after that. So kind of that rhythm there. Right, and those last 2 measures, like I said, are over the G chord. Now what's cool about this is for measures 5 through 8, it's going to be exactly the same, except it's going to hold on that melody note of the G chord, which is it's a D note, that 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So everything's going to be the same, but it's going to hold on that note. So I'll go ahead and play measures 5 through 8 for you. Right, and that just rings out for 2 measures there. So again, everything like measures 5 and 6 are the same as 1 and 2. So I'll go ahead and play measures 1 through 8 here. Right, so it's the same phrasing and everything there, and the same is gonna be exactly the same for measures 9 through 12. 9 through 12 are exactly the same as 1 through 4. Right, so it goes back up to that C chord again, C and G. Right, that's your G chord. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play measures 1 through 12 now. Right, so you can see if you're really focused on measures 1 through 4, you're technically going to have measures 1 through 12 as well.